Hello, fire signs. Welcome to your reading for the time period beginning with the Virgo new moon for a few weeks. This energy should be qualifying for that. And I just want to welcome you to the Oracle of the Feather Crown Tree here for your Sacred Directions reading for this time. So we are going to be breaking down your reality into the different elements and speaking on each of those for you. We'll begin with your center card, which is representing the will. And the will, especially as it's in alignment with divine will, universal will, source, energy, working in congruence with that, as opposed to more of an ego-driven pursuit. So, let me pull this a little closer. It looks like you may be coming out of a time where you've been really sort of finishing off something and getting the last bit of I almost want to say something that could potentially rot away from you. This could be actually a physical process. So maybe you've been renovating something, cleaning something, restoring something, anything kind of in that arena. It could be even something with your own health, the health of a loved one, just really trying to finish off something and recognizing what can never change out of that, what needs to be kind of left alone and just be as is, but also reducing something to its simplicity, its bare necessities, like it needs nothing more, like simplifying something. So this could really have been like a process of, cleaning out something, getting rid of anything that feels unnecessary, so that just the basic things, basic structure, just whatever is the most important, that seems actually the most resilient, the most time-worthy, that has the most staying power, will stay with you. And then it looks like you are, again, I'm getting like restoration here. Like you may have been involved in like home restoration, property restoration. This could have been a family property or was a property very dear to someone's family at some point. But there's basically a sense of wanting to restore something to its simple grandeur of what it is at its essence and nothing more. Like you don't want the layers of time. You don't want anything about what it is here to carry any non-pertinent qualities to its original form. And you're trying to expose its original form and, have it admired for that and have the rapport with that seems to fill you with something. I also get kind of like records, preservation, something archaic, and even like family inheritance, family heirlooms, perhaps even. So there's something that you deeply love about this, and that just brings a feeling of completeness to you for some reason, like that you're really enjoying. And you may be doing this to bring someone else joy or to bring harmony amongst the family or amongst someone that you're close to and in partnership with. Basically so that it can be enjoyed collectively. Okay, I'm going to look now here at your position of fire, which is representing your passions. And with this, I'm getting something, again, that feels slightly historical. And that there may be some family pride around, like a I was going to say an heirloom again, but it's not quite that I'm looking for. Like an insignia that's part of the family, like an identity here that you recognize, that you want to protect and preserve. And maybe if it's been hidden, you want to reveal again. So maybe you're doing some genealogy even, and looking at your roots and really exploring the worth of those and the value that you can find in your family's history. And this seems to be something that you're kind of moving through fairly quickly, like you have to go through quite a bit of information. And I don't get a feeling that this is going to be a process that you're constantly doing, but it's like a temporary project that you're exploring right now. But you are certainly intrigued by it, and you have a fair amount of passion, and you're finding that it is bringing you a sense of higher knowing that you may not have anticipated out of this. You know, like maybe you started something and you just thought it was going to be like a simple project, and as you get more into it, it just keeps revealing things, and you're making connections that, you know, you never presumed that would emerge from this. So it feels like whatever you're doing is bringing you more reward and satisfaction than what you had planned on. And it's definitely bringing like an expanded awareness of the space that you occupy, or the history of whatever this is, like how it feels a part of reality. Now, when I'm looking here at your emotional sector, I see that you're not really sitting in a lot of emotion right now as far as the love and whatnot. It feels like you've probably put a lot of energy into that, and it's fairly stable. Like you feel pretty, like you don't have to micromanage and ground the love energy. It's just sort of flourishing there, and it's well rooted, and it's growing with ease, and it's self-actualizing itself without you needing to have a heavy hand. And this is allowing you to put your attention elsewhere. And it seems like, again, I'm getting this sense that there's something archaic going on. You may especially be looking at the lineage through the matriarchy of your family, really looking at the roots of the female energy that you are connected to, and getting back in touch with that, and allowing yourself to maybe decide to be vulnerable with that, really explore this. You know, as this is coming through, I'm thinking, wow, this would be such a great thing for all of us to do. You know, as we've been talking about the patriarchy so much this year, you know, to really go through and look then at our historical, like the historical depth of our female lineage that we come through, and start to grow that knowledge and grow that energy, and, you know, get vulnerable with it, and identify with it, and let it carry you somewhere that you didn't even, like, into the mystery of it, because it's so unknown. It could be just so repressed. So that's a really interesting message to come through. Now I'm looking here at your earth element aspect of this reading. So this is more about the physical. I'm getting a lot of resonance with the card over here with this. It feels like you're really moving fast through something. Something's coming through. You're identifying with it. You're finding yourself in it. You may be doing this with someone. You may be doing this to create a sense of familiarity with someone, of finding how you're alike and finding how you're different. Again, this could be dealing with gender. It could be dealing with masculine and feminine, anything that feels like it's been polarized in your reality. And I feel like ultimately there's something that you want to find within, like something that can be held within, that you can reflect on, that sort of is a center or a magnet for maybe another person in your life, that you can come together and be like, this is what joins us together. This is, maybe the soul that we share, the foundation that we share. It's definitely speaking of, again, because I'm getting this like moon energy right here, of the feminine. Okay, and then let me have a look here at your air placement, which is going to be dealing with your communication. What a charming card. I get a little bit of tinkering here going on, like you're in a lab, or, is this like the elf in a workshop, like maybe you're trying to build something, little models of something, and or you're going through, I'm also getting like in the attic space, the chest, or in the basement, like you're going through maybe artifacts and whatnot. So again, all over this, I'm getting kind of like this historical, looking through the past and examining it. And in doing this, there's something in this process, like you're really seeing yourself in it. You're really identifying. You see exactly how you connect to whatever it is that you're processing and looking at, and selecting and viewing. And in a way, I think it's bringing you a sense of emotional calm, and it's starting to open up something that feels a little bit more harmonized. It feels like a little bit less dense than maybe how you've been feeling. You may be feeling very like overburdened, oversaturated in information, and like you're carrying all that around, and it may be kind of weighing you down. You may be feeling a little bit soulless and dark and kind of uninspired about something. Yet I feel like you need to go through this process. Like there's something about this investigative work that you may be doing that will help you transform yourself eventually, because it's like a new energy is coming in through all of this, and inevitably it will transform you somehow. Interesting. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Thank you for being here for this reading. Please look to any of the other readings I'll be doing. I have the monthlies coming out for Libra season next week, and then there's several other readings I release through the weeks that you should be able to look at and see if they jive with you, I guess. So take good care. Sending you my best.